Hey guys, Paul Darby here. This is going to be mostly for my peeps. This is for you guys that are customers, friends, and those of you that have been coming to masterminds, Rhino Pen and stuff for a long time, because it's going to be personal stuff. I will do a couple of quick announcements about the business, but spoiler alert, I will take the bandage off my eye. You guys can see what it looks like when an eye's been taken out. You may not want to, I will warn you. I'll give you a warning first. The reason I'm going to do that is because one thing, you will have an idea a little bit, I think, of what my last couple of weeks has been like. And so I will just say I had a lens tear out of my eye. I've had 6 eye surgeries. Well, now I've had 8, but I'd had 6 eye surgeries because I've gone blind in both eyes. Interestingly enough, when it happened before, I was serving at a very high level of executive protection services, and nobody wants an executive protection agent that's blind. Weird, huh? Unless you're Rutger Hauer, but only you older guys and gals will know, if you're a Rutger Hauer fan, what that might reference. Anyway, my wife and I just got back from Dallas. We were 10 and a half hours in the car today. We got stopped on the way up there on an overpass for an hour and 45 minutes not moving while we're waiting to get into post-op care. And I am right now 27 hours out of surgery. So I will say that I have no idea what I'm saying or what I may say on this video, but I did manage to get myself a shower and pour myself a cold drink and turn the video camera on because I wanted to document this. Okay, one thing. I told all of you guys I wanted you to help me get to 1,000 followers so I could do live streaming. I wished you to help me do it. I mean, I've got memberships with, probably 30,000 people. And I sent out an email and said, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So by the way, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're either watching this on YouTube where you may subscribe and hit the bell, or you're watching this on my video influencer page where you may click the one-click auto subscribe to my YouTube channel. If I would have had 1,000 people, last time I looked, there was 960. If I'd have had 40 more people, I could have live streamed a whole bunch of cool stuff that in Dallas and all this kind of stuff that's been going on, and shot it for you and had it posted. However, I didn't have 1,000, couldn't do it. And so because of this video, I think we're going to. All right. So let me share a couple of, I'm going to be less than 30 seconds if at all possible on the Paul health part. So I have been completely blind, and I had 6 surgeries where they empty the eyes out completely, do stuff, put the eyes back in, shoot them full of gas, seal them up, and down you go to lay face down for 7 days without moving. Well, 2 days before Christmas, I had this eye obviously tore apart. They did really drastic surgery. They neglected to put me all the way to sleep for the surgery, so I got to enjoy that and remember it. And then I ended up at a specialist, a surgeon's, and went and visited with him. And he said, the only thing I can do with your eye is take it out. He said, it's freaking shredded, bro. He didn't say shredded, bro. But that's, what my brain heard. And so they put me on very strong anti-immune system drugs, steroids, and about 20 others. I look like an old man. I got a big thing of prescription drugs. And so I've been taking all those, and it's just been, I'm crazy. I am crazy. The prednisone, that's not it. There's one steroid in particular I'm taking a really high dose, and I read about it, and it says it can make you manic, irritable, violent, mood swings, and cause psychotic episodes. It's a little bit frightening. I'm like, really? And I look at my dose, and I'm at 400% of the dose they're talking about can do that. I don't like that kind of stuff. But he told me if I didn't take it, my eye was probably going to blow out because it was filling up with blood like a snow globe. Okay, that brings us to, and then 2 days ago or yesterday, we go up for a follow-up visit, and he says, "You're going to be in surgery a couple hours." I went, "What?" And he goes, your retinas, your eye was so butchered, your retinas have torn loose, and you've got one piece hanging from your optic nerve. And if we don't get in there like right now, if I wouldn't have gone in yesterday, he said that it only came apart. He said, "Did you notice anything?" And I went, "Yeah, I could see an outline of my fingers up against a bright light. I could see like dark smears where fingers were, but now that's gone." And he goes, "Yeah, you got nothing." So he said, "I don't know if we can fix you." Because a week earlier, he said the only thing he can do is take it out because it was just inflamed and just wrecked. So he says, "I'm going to do what I can. We'll see. You're going to wake up with nothing or you're going to wake up with something. And I'll show you what I woke up with. And I will warn you because some of you don't need to see that. And others of you will be interested and go, dude, wow, cool. You look like Freddy Krueger." And the prognosis I got today was his exact words were, "Well, that actually turned out better than I thought it was going to." Can somebody say Jesus? Or for my Spanish speaking friends, Jesus de Cristo, amore, Senor. All right, forgive me. I told you I'm on some wicked strong drugs, I can tell you. And this, by the way, is 7 Up from Hammerhead Fred in Panama City Beach. And I'm learning to be an influencer who shares products. You're going to find out about that. I'm going to bring some of y'all into a time such as you don't even know about. I got excited. Too much. I got excited about 2023 going toward the end of November of 2022. And it has done a 100% turnaround. I had no idea about AI. I had no idea what influencers were capable of doing. I just thought, you build up a channel and people listen. It's a great way to communicate, and you can make some money off of it. You can make more money being an influencer than most every internet marketer on the planet. I mean, there's a few of us internet marketers that have hit kind of a level that's really good, but I'm talking about 90% of people on the internet don't know what influencer money can be. I found out what influencer money can be, and I'll mention something to you. Because I haven't been able to work, and you'll know why in a minute, because when this eye is looking at the camera or trying to read, this eye is doing it too. You can't stop it. And when this eye has had somebody stick a blender in it, it doesn't want to focus and try to move back and forth, and it gets mad and starts yelling. So for one thing, like I'm late on doing payroll, I'm very sorry, guys. I'm the money guy. I'm the only one that controls that bank account. Now, there's going to be things put in place now where I'm not the only guy. So if I get hit by a truck or something else, nothing's happened in 23 years. I've never been late like payroll. And I'm not real late. I'm 4 days late. So y'all get your checks in a minute. In a minute, we're issuing all of everything tomorrow, good Lord willing. And then we're just late since Monday mailing, and today's Wednesday or Thursday. So they'll go out tomorrow, and tomorrow's will go out tomorrow. So I wanted to mention that because your money's your money. Some of you are here because you love me. Some of you are here because of business. Some of you are here because we're friends, and it's both. So no matter which it is, you're doing this primarily for money, not to be friends with Paul Darby. Got it. I do this primarily now. Yes, it's for money. I don't know if it's more for money or more to what I love to teach and talk and share and help people. It's just my thing. All right. So I go in to the doctor and he goes, "Your retina's apart. If we don't go operate on it in a few minutes, it's got to come out." He said, so we'll take a chance. So what I'm going to do is pull this bandage off and I'll show you what your eye looks like after this procedure. So first of all, the procedure is, let's say your eye looks like an egg, okay? It's this gooey thing. Well, what they do is they go, and then it's just like this egg membrane with some stuff in it. And then they do whatever they want with the stuff, and then they, line it back out and stick it in the hole, I guess, and pack it around, and then they fill it full of what I've had in these eyes before. It was gas, and then they seal it up, and you lay face down for 7 days, and the gas presses against the eye and keeps your eye sockets full of something. And that way, all the parts in the eye get to move around, and it gets to be an eye instead of a smash. Well, they couldn't do that with me because mine is too torn up. There's nothing for anything to hold on to. So they filled it up with silicone. So I guess I have breast implants in my eye. Wonka, wonka. I don't know. So anyway, this eye, it's like a big old cue ball, and you can see something. It's a little deeper than it should be because there's not as much stuff there as there should be. And it's full of 95% silicone. So it's not all the way out. So you'll notice it's a little in too. And he says that as I continue to get well for the next 3 to 6 months, if all that goes amazingly according to plan and my eye continues to heal, then what they'll do in 3 to 6 months is that I will go for another surgery. They'll take the eye, they'll empty it out again. They'll empty all the silicone out of it. They'll fill it full of gas. They'll seal it up. I'll go home for 7 days, face down, and then the gas will dissolve and the body will fill it up with viscous fluid, eye fluid. And then you'll have a snow globe again, and all will be well. So what I'll do is I'll show you what the surgery looks like, and then I will put the patch back on because nobody wants to see that for maybe at all for any length of time. So if you're not curious about what does it look like when they do that, I'll show you. And then you'll know, oh my gosh, dude, you're a man. I want you to know all this time I've been talking to you and talking to Susie and working. I have rhinoed through this, my friends. I did not want to let you down. I did not want you to feel hopeless, like things were going to crash. I did not want you to go, gosh, my business is gone. What do I do now? Many people, I'm not being a big shot, but there's a lot of people all over the world that depend on paychecks, commission checks, the friendship and camaraderie, new business, learning stuff, hanging out. We're just like when I say we, because I'm not a one-man show anymore. I've got my wife doing books. We have a really good accounting firm. I have another legal firm now that does stuff for us. Angela's done work for us. Susie's the operations manager. Susie's family now as well. And what else? So we have, and then there's a lot of good people. I've developed a close friendship. And I will say just this before I give you the spoiler warning. I so deeply appreciate your prayers, your well wishes, your beautiful, heartfelt, and appreciated comments on all the videos. I want you to catch some realness here. I love you guys. I love you guys, and I appreciate all that. All right, so I'm going to pull this off, let you have a look. That's what an eye looks like. Then I'm going to put it back on, and we'll finish up. Okay? All right. This way, also, nobody will think that I'm faking because you don't fake this. All right, so if you don't want to see this, look away, and I'll tell you when to look back. And that's what that looks like. Okay, and you may look back. It's a little creepy to me too, because that eye, you can see in, but you can't see out. Now I already can, to let y'all know, I can pick up, because there's no lens, there's no lens envelope. It's full of silicone, and it's blood clots and some blood still left in there. But that means that what I can see, it's like if you got wax paper and put over it, you can almost make out movement and light change. And that's about it. So that's what I'm doing here at my house. And so let me ask you this. If you knew a guy that was going through that was in surgery yesterday, and that was in another surgery about 10 days before that, and he was still making videos for his influencer page, still talking to his friends and family online, and still doing his level best to work and run and operate his business, do you think maybe that'll give you a boost to go, today I don't feel good, I don't want to work. Today I'm depressed, I don't want to work. Today or today or today. Look, something wonderful is happening. And if you don't mind me saying, I am the voice of experience. And I just want to share something in case it's of help to you. And that is, something wonderful is happening. And here's to you, my friend. All right, let me share a couple of business things with you. First of all, if you want more, not necessarily gory eye stories, because I don't want to talk about my health and my eyes all the time. And part of the reason for this video was so I could refer somebody to it and say, well, there's all the info, because I don't want to just run the Paul's Eye show. You know, I don't have a podcast. This is Paul's Eye, Eye on Paul, the wall of Paul, get tall, Paul. Yeah, none of it works. But if you guys want to know what I think God's blessing me. If you want to know the truth, I know He is. I'm highly favored of God, you guys. And here's what that means: no more than you, right? When I've told people for years I'm God's favorite because I'm His problem child, I get the little yellow bus to heaven. It's a joke, but maybe it's not funny. I don't care if it's funny or not. I love me some Jesus. Jesus loves him some Paul, and He loves you, and He loves you, and He loves you. And may I say, in the world right now, if you will look around and you will go read the book, maybe in a closet or desk drawer, or maybe you read it every day, and you read, it is exactly the same as the newspaper and YouTube and the magazine. It's not a coincidence. You know that old song, something's happening here, what it is ain't exactly clear. Something's happening here. That's a cool song. It's a shame that I just did that to it. Something wonderful is happening. Something wonderful is happening. And the people around me, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. We're going to do influencer stuff. So here's one thing I want you to do. Would you please subscribe to my freaking YouTube channel off the influencer page or off the YouTube page and get me over 1,000 so I can live stream with my phone? Geez, you guys, I got 30,000 customers. You said you loved me. You want more of me. So subscribe. What we're going to do next is do that same thing for you. So go set up your video influencer page and then go to the chat box and tell people, hey, here's my video influencer page. Please go subscribe, and then put your link in so I can subscribe to you. If we just had just 5,000 video influencers went and subscribed, I mean, we'd all be freaking influencers overnight. I can't figure out why many of you guys aren't doing that. I mean, I don't know why people do what they do and what they don't do. I don't know. I know that if you had a lick of sense, you would realize that having your own video influencer page for free and your own Z app that did automated list building, email sending, and marketing for you for free was probably a good idea. The reason that 22,000 people joined in 4 months was probably because it was a pretty good idea. I'm not here to play. Do I look like I'm playing? I kind of do. I'm wearing plaid pajamas, just to let y'all know. I told you it was the bear all night. Plaid pajamas, green sweatshirt, and an eye patch. Come on. Ain't it great to work at home? That's tonight's thing, other than to say, I'm going to hopefully, I'm looking to see, I'm trying not to eat any pain pills tonight. We're going to see how I do tonight. And hopefully, I am at full gear tomorrow. Doctor gave me, he said, as long as, do it till it hurts. I said, all right. So I'm going to end with this. This is the best time to be on the internet if you're looking to make money that I've ever seen. I'm an old dog at this. I'm old school, right? I mean, 23 years. I got it. This is gray now. Wasn't gray when I started. It's freaking 40 years old. Now I'm an old man at 60, almost 65. Different video. So it's the best time I've ever seen. There's a couple of things we're going to be working on, which is video influencer money. You have no idea. I promise you have no idea. And AI money. Some of you have an idea because you've come to the last couple of Rhino events or mastermind events. And the Z app stuff will be redoing, coming out with the new version of the Genius app. And then, I've got the custom video agency coming out where you guys can get your own custom videos done if you want. We have the best traffic on the net, have for 15 years. That's called Mr. X Premium Traffic. We are poised, and we have an AI program. By the way, the best AI program that there is, does entire businesses for you in 30 minutes. I've shown it twice, and people were just stunned happy. All right. So we have everything in place. We got the fastest car in the track. We got the fastest plane in the sky. We got the best boats on the water. And I'm coming back. And don't think this is going to slow me down. I love you. I appreciate you. I love Jesus. I just can't even slow down with that anymore. When you've been face down as much as I have lately, I've had some real conversations. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Let's hang out. Let's do great things. Let's make the world better because it's gotten pretty shitty and I'm sick of it. I'm tired of I teach self-protection and guns and how to kill people and how to defend yourself and how to move and shoot and cover and concealment and I love teaching that. But you know what I'd rather teach? How to build a hydroponics plant, how to grow great big fat luscious vegetables, and how to grow fish in your fish tanks and greenhouses and raise chickens and love your friends and till gardens and make rain catchment systems and prepare food and cook great victuals outside with your friends. Let's have a good time. I love you. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this. It was my time to share because I've been missing y'all and I've been out for a while. And so there's a whole mouthful to chew on. If you don't leave me a comment and let me know what you thought, then I won't know. And if you do leave me a comment and it's a nice one, you'll bless my heart and I'll get to answer you back. And you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel and get me over 1,000 tonight. And then we're going to start working on your account. Right? Right. Okay, then. Very good. Thanks for coming. Good night.